Welcome to Let Us Book, the wrestling podcast, in which we go mano-a-mano with Vince McMahon's booking team. We are not jobbing to the pencil nowadays.
No.
We are actually on point.
Is that a pencil pun?
Yeah. My name is John Sanchez, and today my co-host is...
Chris Devine. I'm back. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Jeff could not make it today.
I was injured. I was on injured reserve.
And
sorry.
We lose one, another one goes on the injured reserve. You know Vince McMahon booking. One gets injured, the other one comes back. So
it's like
Jeff's
Walking
out.
Dead. When a black guy dies, they just replace him with another black guy. Tokenism at its best.
So, Payback was this weekend. I liked it more than Mania. Because the match quality was actually good. It's just the last two matches, the booking was shit.
I mean, WrestleMania, it was all good wrestling, and all the booking was shit.
But the beginning of Payback was all good wrestling.
I don't know.
And
I
the
can't put
booking was still
Payback.
good.
I can't compare Payback to Mania.
I know, but
But
the
I think
booking was
on
right,
look, you got 4 major pay-per-views and 8 minor ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think out of the minor ones, this is a good.
I think there's more this year. I think there's 9 minor ones this year.
Oh, because they threw in Extreme Rules. Okay, well, there's a lot of
no,
minor
I'm just
ones.
saying. I think this year it's different. I think you're right. It's always 8, but this year it's 9 because
you got the big 4.
Yeah.
But I think Payback, like compared to last year, is a hell of a lot better this year.
I would agree, but Payback also had one of my favorite spots of the year when the Shield sort of reunited to powerbomb Orton, and I marked out, even though I knew it wasn't gonna stick.
That is true.
I would agree because I don't remember anything.
Yeah, but I mean the show as a whole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't remember anything underneath that spot that year.
That was worth it.
Like that was worth it, but I agree because the wrestling was amazing.
Yeah, the wrestling was good this year, and I mean, I actually, I saw a lot of people complaining online about how much the show sucked.
I'm like,
I liked it. I thought it was good.
No, I did too. Like, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, why you complain? Like, if you're complaining about the main event, I can agree because the main event match was great until you get to the ending.
Yeah,
because the match itself was actually good.
The match itself was fantastic. Because
it just sucks that.
But then you got the logic. AJ hits Reigns with 5 flying forearms.
Okay, we'll get to that because I was talking to a friend on. I don't know if you saw that comment. We were talking about I think it was the comment I posted with Owens wearing the cowboy hat on commentary. I got to got into a discussion with a friend, and it was about Reigns, so we'll get to that. Okay. So I didn't watch the pre-show.
No, I didn't.
You didn't watch the pre-show either. So all I know is Ziggler beat Corbin. That's a great way of pushing. I was telling a friend that day too. It was like everything from WrestleMania was null and void. The only thing that wasn't null and void is Reigns winning the championship and Corbin getting pushed. And then when I found out about that, I was like, okay, so let's null and void that push, and now it's just Reigns.
And
so now everything's.
What else would you expect?
I'm just going I was like, there's only 2 things, and one of them is a good thing. Corbin's getting pushed. And then when I found, because I didn't know the result until I think it was the middle of the pay-per-view when they were talking about what happened on the pre-show, and I found out Corbin lost. I was like, okay, so there it is, null and void. Never mind. Everything from Mania is null and void.
Yeah, because they realized that they messed up with the booking, because the booking was trash.
So, Corbin lost, Ryback lost. I'm okay with that.
Do you have the results up here now?
No, I know them off the top of my head.
Oh, good job. Good.
And then first match, New Day. Well, before the first match, New Day comes out, puts on a great promo.
Great promo, as always.
As always.
And then you saw the picture about them sitting in the corner with the popcorn and
the
pizza
to Jeff.
Stuff. How I watch wrestling. I'm like, pretty much. It's just pizza
Jeff.
and beer.
I think I went to Jeff and Carlos. I was like, isn't this us when we go to my place watch wrestling? Like,
yes! Yeah, it is. It's pizza and beer and watching wrestling. That's all it is.
New Day knows exactly what we do.
Know.
They know. So, New Day cuts an amazing promo. Still one of the best highlights in the main roster right now.
Of course, now we're going to have to wait for that Xavier Woods versus Enzo on the mic.
After the promo, we had Enzo and Cass versus the Vaudevillains. Unfortunately, in the first, 2 minutes?
First couple minutes, yeah.
Enzo takes a really nasty bump on the ropes.
Yeah, I think it was he misjudged where to dive out.
My friend, another friend, Drew, he told me he actually got concussed before that.
Really?
It was something in the corner spot. He got one concussion there, and then the rope just screwed him out right there.
Ooh.
So I was just
I missed that part.
I mean, I didn't catch on that part.
No, I didn't either. I was because I didn't watch the pay-per-view live. I went I was busy and I went home and watched it. Started watching it around 10:30, 11 o'clock. But I had read on my phone that Enzo got hurt and suffered something serious. So when I started watching that match, I wasn't really focused on the wrestling aspect. I know they were grappling for a couple of minutes. I was kind of just waiting to see when that spot was because I wanted to see what happened. And yeah, it looked like he just misjudged the ropes. And it wasn't so much the rope that hurt him; it was the snapping
whiplash.
him back and him hitting the back of his head on the mat.
And that makes more sense now that he got concussed before that, then, because he probably would have done that baseball slide easily if he wasn't concussed.
Yeah,
it kind of adds
his head was
but
probably
like,
thumping.
I was really scared for Enzo. I was like, God, please.
Yeah,
don't be
because he had
paralyzed.
one of those looks where like the lights were on, but no one was home.
He didn't move.
He didn't, but like you saw in slow motion on his way down, his eyes were open the whole way down, but he had no idea where he was.
I'm glad they kept updating us throughout the pay-per-view. I'm glad when they said like he's moving extremities. I'm like, okay, good, he's fine. Don't have to worry that much.
And then Kevin Owens selfie at the hospital.
Oh man, that's great.
I was like, all right, well, that's all the update.
That's all I need.
That's all I needed.
I think like when I saw that selfie, I just like Cher was like, now I can sleep easily.
Yep, I shared that to you. You're welcome.
Yeah, actually, it was you. So
well, what do you think? What happens with Colin Cassidy now?
I think he's getting pushed. He's being paired up with the New Day, just as like an enforcer right now, and that's fine. Because something that people always forget is Colin Cassidy can cut promos.
Yeah,
it's something to know. Well, I know what I liked before that match. They were doing the Hey Arnold promo from NXT again. I was like, that's the promo that got me to like these guys. Oh, thank God they're doing it again. Because I remember, like, I liked them before that promo. I was like, these guys are alright. But when you introduce Stoop Kid into your promo and you get the crowd to chant Stoop Kid never leaves the stoop, I'm like, you got me. You have me as a fan for life now.
You do realize that just all the best people on the mic are all NXT alumni. They all just...
It's because...
they teach them.
They not only teach them, but like Triple H gives them guidelines. He doesn't tell this is what you have to say. It's like, this is what your promo should be about. Just get from point A to point B. I don't care what's in the middle. Just make sure you get to the end.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's how you should teach them. You shouldn't just give them a paragraph. This is what you have to say, exact word for word. Let them improvise. So after that, we got Kevin Owens for Sami Zayn, which me, Jeff, and Carlos last week were saying this is probably gonna be the match of the night. We get to there. We get to the match. It was the match of the night.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. I mean, it's what you expected from an Owens Zayn match, though, because they've been fighting for 15 years.
Yeah, because like they have 15 years of experience working together. Obviously, they know exactly what to do. I was hoping like, okay, you're in Chicago, you guys have 15 years of experience there. Kevin Owens, can you do a package pile driver? Just can you do that? Because like, Zayn can take it because he's been taking that for years.
Yeah.
Can you please just do that, man? I will mark out hard if he did that. But I love the match. Owens going over clean was actually a surprise for me. I thought it was if he won. If he won, I thought it was Carlos and Jeff wanted Zayn to win.
Yeah.
I still wanted Owens to win, but I wanted him to win.
That's not who I wanted. I just who I thought was going to win.
And I wanted Owens to win, but I wanted him to win dirty because I wanted the feud to continue. It still is anyway.
You would never want a clean finish though, because that's a match that I'll just watch all the time.
Did you hear him on commentary? Like someone actually tweeted him, like I can watch Zayn and Owens go on every day. He's like, oh, yeah, that's great, but I won, so it's never gonna happen again. I'm like, oh, damn, chill.
I just loved he pulled Byron Saxton in the ring. He's like, all right, no, over here. This is my good side.
I'm like, oh, charisma and mic skills, man. Like he's like, so like after the match, he won clean. He does amazing interview, but it's a promo, and then he inserts himself in commentary, which you should always do that. Owens, I like you on commentary. You're hilarious.
Then you have The Miz devaluing the IC title.
He's getting better though. I give him that because I'm not a big Miz fan, but he is getting better. I give him that. Like he's the heel. I think Carlos said it best last week. Like it was Jeff. He said it best. Like whenever he gets the belt, you want him to lose it right away.
Yeah.
That makes him a great heel because you don't want him to hold the belt anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you have a point there.
And two, it gives you a reason to cheer for the other guy. And
but we're gonna cheer for Cesaro anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, it's better than just not caring at all.
Yeah, it's true. Because we want Miz to lose.
Yeah.
At least we're caring about the match.
You're emotionally invested in the match, and that you want a guy to win.
I felt bad for that match too because I wasn't paying attention to the wrestling that much. I was just paying attention to Owens on the commentaries. Like.
That's the only way to distract you from a match is just put Kevin Owens out there.
I'm just like getting distracted. I'm like, I feel bad because I love Cesaro, man. Why am I not paying attention to this match?
Unfortunately,
the match was still good though.
Yeah,
I give it that. Like
Cesaro's got to get his at some point, dude. He's got to break through.
I like the James Bond entrance.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like,
awesome.
I'm like, you got it. He needs a new theme though to go with that entrance.
Yeah,
the theme does not fit the entrance.
Like I said, I always do this when I play WWE. Watch when you go into like the creative entrance, Cesaro's movie with Tyson Kidd's theme song is spot on. Like the audio matches with the video, and it's fantastic. Try it.
Okay.
So reminds me, I should probably go play some WWE tonight.
So the match ends in kind of bullshit, Miz winning, but it also adds Zayn and Owens to the IC title.
Yeah.
So like that's what I want. I wanted that rivalry to have a title in it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm glad they're adding it, and I'm guessing that's what we're getting for Extreme.
It hypes it up a little bit more.
I don't like when Owens was cutting his promo. I was hoping he said heavyweight championship, not intercontinental champion. But when he said IC, I was like,
yeah, but they weren't. They're not gonna. Vince isn't gonna drop Owens in the middle of Reigns and AJ Styles.
But like it makes, but like, you can still have him go to the main event, but like still have it Zayn versus Owens, just Zayn screwing. It's the Rollins Ambrose thing all over again.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be better because these guys will put on the 5-star matches.
Oh yeah.
So,
until Nakamura gets called up, and then Zayn and Nakamura.
I'd like to see Nakamura and Owens because I saw them in Ring of Honor, and it's hilarious.
I'm just saying, Zayn and Nakamura in a rivalry.
We can have AJ and Nakamura again.
I think after seeing that match in Dallas, that needs to be next year's Mania match. And let them just go. Give them like 25, 30 minutes. And
they gave them 18 minutes in Dallas. Just give them 20.
And that was perfect. Yeah, give them 20. Give them 20.
Give them 20. They can tell like a story. It's perfect.
Perfect. What was after that?
After that was... I think that was... What was after that? Dang, man.
Oh,
I think we were just talking about
top
this.
of his head.
We were just talking like so much about the IC thing.
It wasn't the women's title.
No, because that was before McMahon.
There was a match in the middle. Oh, it was Ambrose and Jericho.
That was actually good. It's just
right.
like...
I mean...
I like the aftermath like on the Raw the next night.
Yeah.
Like, I think that elevated it. It felt like Shawn and Jericho again.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was Jericho just putting Ambrose over, so...
Good. It's the one thing that, even though, like, I don't like seeing Jericho do it all the time.
It's good to see him put over younger guys. Yeah. Because
it just makes him like, I know you're going to put over the younger star. So
and he's fine with it. So, I mean, I can give him some respect.
I give him like that. He comes back to put over the new stars. Yeah. He wants to build a new main event. So I'm just like, that's what the old veterans should do.
Yeah, exactly.
You come back, you put over the new guys. So that's why, apparently that's why Sting let Triple H win. I know he's not new, but he said, like, if I'm retiring, if this is my only match, I take tradition and, like, I put over the person I'm fighting because I know he's going to keep wrestling. Yeah. So I was like, okay, even though I wanted you to win. I'm glad you
pushed Triple H to his 14th world title.
Yeah, Triple H, he had that second run. I'm just telling you. Always back to that meeting. Like, Vince, man, the crowd's cheering for me. They want me to continue holding this belt. You wanted it.
I wanted it, and you know what? I'm going to take it.
You know what? I ordered a Triple H shirt, so I guess I wanted it.
Well, true.
So, Ambrose, Jericho, we're going to have it again, and both of them fit the street fight perfectly. I'm guessing it's going to be a street fight.
Hopefully. And hopefully they actually implement the street fight part of it, unlike the WrestleMania match with Lesnar. Yeah. And Jericho's been in many street fights, and he always puts on a great match. And Ambrose, I feel like that's his one gimmick match that's perfectly tailored for him. Yeah. So, hopefully they put on a great show. After that, we got the McMahon segment. No. Yeah. No. We had the Divas. Or Women's Championship. Which was also up there for Match of the Night. That was the ending. Pretty good until the ending.
I was going like, this is actually not bad. And then, goddamn, Montreal Screwjob again. I'm just like...
But they've done that before.
I know, but I'm just like... That happened in 1997.
It's been
2016.
Almost 20 years.
Vince, we got tired of it in 2004.
Yeah.
We don't want to keep seeing this finish.
And then they have to sit there and explain it. And it's just the
we have the network, and you guys do it almost every 2 years. It happens again and again and again.
Yeah, when there's a heart involved.
I don't know.
And their reasoning this time was all Charles Robinson. Was Little Nate in WCW. Like, freaking really? Really?
That's like big. But I'm about to say, it doesn't have to have a heart involved all the time. Remember, they did it with Punk Taker with Teddy Long. Oh, yeah. That's the only one I remember. Clearly.
But most of the time it's with a heart.
Most of the time it's like, hey, Brett, you're here?
Nostalgia!
Hey, Brett, let's remind you what happened in 97. Remember that good time? You were happy, right?
How does Bret Hart let that happen? The man just beat prostate cancer, and they're like, oh, we're going to make your daughter lose to a screw job finish.
Just like we did to you.
Just like we did to you, but in real life. You're wrestling with shadows, my friend.
Oh, my God. How many times have you seen that documentary? I saw it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times. I have it on VHS.
It used to be on Netflix. It used to be on Netflix a lot.
I think it still is.
Oh, cool.
But I have it on DVD, though. My dad bought it. So.
And then we had the McMahon segment, which went too long.
It went too long. It was... the result was crap.
Yeah, because we wanted brand split.
Yeah, that's where I thought they were gonna do it. That was the perfect opportunity.
But I'm guessing they're building up for Steph snapping. Because, like, she looks like she's trying, like, to not, like, put on that fake smile, like, and then she snaps.
My favorite part of that segment was, and I knew the second they said, Vince McMahon was kind of a segment, and it's in Chicago, of, like, here comes the Punk chance. And I will give Vince McMahon credit, as much as I disagree with his decisions, he handled it perfectly.
Because if you make him if you tell him, I want you to continue, he'll stop. But, like, I like people saying, I'm tired of the CM Punk chance. Well, don't fire him on his wedding day. And don't lie saying he quit, because he didn't. I re-listened to the CM Punk podcast again. It's like, I didn't quit. You keep saying, like, I didn't quit, I was fired, so everyone shut the fuck up. I'm like, damn! You tell him.
It's like Dave Chappelle. I didn't quit. I just left work and haven't come back.
But, like, I'm just like, it's going to happen. I'm like, well, this is kind of your fault, Vince, so, like, I can't feel sorry for you right now.
Yeah.
And, like, people can say, I'm sick and tired. I'm like,
well, given him what he wanted.
Like, I even like his idea of what he wanted. Just put him in a triple threat, eliminate him right away. He's happy, and he stays.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? Taker needs to wrestle someone. Oh, well, put him against someone else. Put him against Wade Barrett. Who cares?
Right. My dad asked last night, he goes, where's Wade Barrett at? I'm like, gone. Just like a Ryback. He was like, wait, that was his send-off? I'm like,
yep.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man. Ryback's send-off.
We'll
get to it.
We'll get that.
Okay, so segment went too long. Didn't give us what we want. Oh, well.
Solved nothing. Typical.
We started with problem A, and we ended with problem A.
Yep.
Let's go to the main event.
Solution 0. Main event.
AJ versus Roman.
Match overall was 4.5 star. Wrestling.
Again, it's because probably AJ dragged him to his best match.
Probably. The Bullet Club. I hate
when it happened to when he said like restarted to no DQ, I'm like, okay, where's Anderson Gallows? This is exactly what's gonna happen. Where are they? And I'm like, they come and beat him up. I'm like, okay, why don't you have steel chairs? It's no DQ.
Because it's not Extreme Rules. If you notice that, they only use weapons when there's a weapon stipulation involved, not realizing that it's a no DQ match.
Weapon.
They pretend like they're still not allowed to use weapons. That just opens the door for someone to interfere.
Why didn't you like the finish?
Well, like I said, AJ hit him with like 5 finishers, and then Roman hit him with 1, and that was it.
I said the same thing, but like, it's actually more than 5 finishers, because I was like, AJ hit him with 4 forearms. Like, that chop combo he always does? He did it twice.
He did a Pele kick.
Did the Pele kick also. I named everything. He did the Pele kick, and then he did the calf crusher. Roman just hit 2 Superman punch and a spear. But also, Anderson Gallows hit their finisher on Roman.
Yeah, the
and the Usos,
whatever,
but the Usos never even touch AJ, and AJ still loses. I'm like, if you're gonna make it so Roman wins, keep it consistent. Have the Usos also do a move on AJ.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep it consistent, because like right now, I'm just looking at him like AJ with Anderson Gallows couldn't beat Reigns.
It's like Roman
Reigns even with the Usos, them doing nothing, still beats AJ. I'm just like,
it doesn't add up, and it's like Roman's playing on like rookie difficulty, where you just have to hit the guy with 1 finisher and he's done. But your health never goes down.
It actually pissed me off.
He's a human cheat code. And everyone was complaining about the Bullet Club being there. Like, first of all, you expected it. 2, they're like, oh well, they said that he's not aligned with them. All right, if you don't think he's aligned with them, you obviously never watched New Japan.
But don't they always jump AJ in New Japan? It's like it was from Monday. Like, it's like, what is he, Sting? Jeff,
don't do it. He's gonna betray you. That was just a South Park thing that I added on there.
But I'm just like, I hope AJ doesn't turn heel. I hope they jump AJ and it's Finn Balor as the leader. I'm telling you, man, they're priming Balor for a heel turn, and I'm okay with that.
Darth Maul.
I saw them like heel turn. Confirmed.
Heel turn.
He was a chosen one. Damn it.
Yeah, overall Payback, I'd give it.
I'll give it 3.5.
3.5.
I'll give it 3.5. I was thoroughly
a fairly high 3.5. Okay, I'll give it 3 3/4.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But it was
because I feel like 4.
It's too high.
4's too high because
3.5 is too low
because of the screwy finishes.
Like, if the Natty and Charlotte match ended clean, I think it probably would have been a 4.
It would have been a 4, yeah.
But like, I did love Payback until the ending.
Yeah.
But before that, I was like, I'm enjoying this pay-per-view.
Yeah,
McMahon segment was too long.
I was thoroughly surprised because they were like, they're like, oh well, Payback's this weekend, and I'm like, oh, Payback usually sucks. But I was thoroughly surprised.
Before like Payback, we saw the card. I was like, this might be a great pay-per-view because this card looks stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the beginning happened with Enzo,
Yeah.
and then McMahon segment went too. I think that just went too long because Enzo got injured. I feel like it was.
Yeah, because I think
short.
that tag match was supposed to go on for a while, at least 10 minutes.
But Owens and Zayn once again saving everything they're in. So thank you, Kevin Owens.
Years of chemistry.
So
next night on Raw.
We just got more like development for the Fatal 4-Way.
Like I just said, I watched all 3 hours of Raw. I actually stuck through it. I fought through the whole thing, and I feel like I missed it.
I saw. What did I see? I don't even remember the main event. Maybe because AJ and
It was
Gallows
it
and
was a
Anderson
6-man.
yeah, that's like the only thing I remember. And Reigns put AJ through a table and still got booed. Oh, AJ also put Reigns through a table last night and still lost.
Yep.
That's what's the other thing. I was like, he got put through a table and lost. AJ got put through nothing and lost.
Consistency.
Just right there. It's not that hard.
You need
You
someone
have
on
three
that creative
tables
team
right there,
that's like
too.
a continuity editor that's just like, hey, well, by the way,
Like, you got 3 tables
like
there
this
now.
thing, like
Just-
when they were building the Reigns Triple H Mania match, and they get in the car, and the garage door opens, and Reigns is standing there, and he just has this long walk up the ramp. He's like, you don't think the driver like sees him coming? You don't
I'm
think
just
any
like-
of them see him coming?
I was just like, just run him over. It's wrestling.
It's not real.
But like Raw, like you said, like it felt like we missed.
I
Missed
watched
nothing.
the whole thing. I felt like I missed it.
It felt like what's it called, Payback. If you took that pay-per-view away, we still have the same build.
Mm-hmm. Raw just sucked again.
It just felt like the same build. It felt like every match that happened in Payback is happening again in Extreme Rules. Just 2 difference. It's just Enzo and Cass aren't in a tag team hunt anymore. It's the Vaudevillains versus New Day. And IC belt is a Fatal 4-Way. But other than that, every other match is the same. Just added stipulations to it.
Yeah, you had I'm just double checking just to see. Owens came out, and they did him and was it him and Cesaro? Yeah.
Because then it was Miz versus Zayn.
Yeah. Yeah, Tyler Breeze.
He won one.
He won
Give him
one.
that. He won
finally.
one. We had the
Cassidy
6-man
won.
tag. Or 8-man tag.
All right, here's my thing. Emma beat Becky Lynch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But what I hate is that they start these feuds on Twitter. Now,
Well,
I follow all of them on Twitter, but...
I think it wasn't supposed to start on Twitter because, what's it called, Becky had the whole...
Oh, yeah, the whole messed up face.
Yeah. So, like, I give it... At least they tried to continue the story without having her there.
Yeah, but still.
I give
nice
it...
to see that her face is fine now.
Oh, Rusev's the new contender
Rusev,
for...
new U.S. title. That should be good. Rusev and Kalisto?
Yeah.
I think that's the kind of thing that Rusev kind of needs is...
I was actually surprised that he won. I thought it was going to be Sheamus because when I saw Sheamus go underneath the rope, I was like, oh, there's Sheamus.
Yeah, exactly.
So when he got eliminated, I was like, okay, so who's he going to be?
And I think it's good for Rusev because Rusev is a great wrestler.
I'm glad he's getting the singles push.
Yeah, I'm glad that they finally squashed the damn League of Nations thing. All those guys are just better off separate.
That's
And
good.
Rusev now getting propelled back into a title picture is really beneficial to him. Natalia, maybe a Flair, whatever. And then
The 6-man tag. So, like, it just felt like this episode of Raw could have happened the week before Payback and nothing would have changed.
Yeah.
Because it's, like I said, it's the exact same build.
Tonight on SmackDown, it's the Usos against Bullet Club.
Oh, no. I read the spoilers for that, and it pissed me off.
I mean, it's SmackDown, so who cares?
But what's it called? Want to know what happens? Because you're not going to watch it, right?
No, I never did.
Okay, Roman Reigns interferes. AJ comes for a save. 6-man tag again. Roman and Usos go over. Clean. I read it. I was like, Vince must be a fucking moron.
It's SmackDown, so he's like, oh, no one watches this crap.
Yeah, but then like you can't say what's it called? Bullet Club is undefeated. $5 what? No, it's probably not going to be shirts. So I'm going to tell you that right now.
It better be.
Posters.
Sorry, I'm on the shop.
Yeah. But Raw, again, we missed nothing. So let's go with NXT, which is something amazing. I mean, I knew about this the week before because it was taped the week before, but like Eric Young debuting on NXT.
Finally.
And
that's the perfect way to debut someone, to be honest. Like, it's just how you do it. Like,
we had a lot of good matches. We had Nia Jax versus Tessa Blanchard. It was good.
Yeah, was that Teddy Blanchard's daughter?
Yeah.
Terry Blanchard, however his name.
And
yeah, I was like, wait, I know that last name.
We had Ty Dillinger versus Austin Aries, which was a great match. You got to give. I feel like Ty Dillinger is the Ziggler
He's
of NXT.
Mega over.
Not only mega over, but like if you want someone to put on an amazing match, you put him with them, and he'll like carry a match along with the talent he's with.
Yeah,
because it's not like one getting carried, the other one's like they're both together putting on this
they're
great
both
match.
putting on a good match.
So I give Ty Dillinger that backbreaker. The one like he flips him like from the FU position onto a backbreaker onto his knee. That looked like I stretched out my back. I was like, damn, that looked like it hurt. So like I gave Ty Dillinger credit. Like he put on a great match with Nakamura and with Austin Aries. So like if there was a mid card title in NXT, I feel like he would have held that title the longest out of anyone.
Yeah.
And then we had
I'm gonna order something.
Am I missing another match or did I? Oh, the No Way Jose match.
Yeah,
I like him because he can get a crowd onto him like instantly. He has charisma. I give him that.
Yeah,
he can work with whatever gimmick he was given. Looks like, and like his wrestling is not bad. I want to see longer matches, but
yeah,
it's a good start. I dig the dude.
It's a good start.
And then we had
Joe and Eric Young, which was a good match.
Amazing. I keep forgetting Eric Young's actually good wrestling because I can't remember that much about him.
I just miss his gimmick where he was scared of his own pyro. That's it. That's all I want.
But I
just love the reactions of the crowd when these new guys show up. Just awesome. And then the holy shit chants, and he was just like, "Wow, a crowd! I've never seen them before."
This looks like double the crowd in TNA.
Because we only had one side.
I was gonna say, like, we don't have to block out one side for one. I can't watch TNA. I try. I'm like, this is depressing.
I don't even try. I'm
like, it's depressing.
Sorry. Can't even try.
I'm just like, it's depressing. People saying like, well, they might get another investment. I'm like, it doesn't matter. They lost all their good talents.
They're bleeding internally.
They lost all their good talents. You can put on as much as saying we re-signed this and that. I'm like, it's people. I don't give a shit.
They signed a bunch of old WWE guys from the late 2000s. Oh well, it doesn't matter.
I'm just like, it doesn't matter. Like, you guys lost all your great talent, and like all your new talent never got a chance to get over from your old talent. So why do I give a shit?
Sad.
And like I said earlier, like, it's sad that NXT has more former world heavyweight champions from TNA than TNA
has itself. Yeah, and the other thing too I noticed is like, I mean, I understand Joe's the heel,
but he gets a face reaction.
He gets a face reaction until Eric Young shows up, and then it's like, Eric Young's got to go for the title, blah blah blah, and it's like they just gave him the Roman Reigns treatment where everyone's like, yeah, Reigns finally did it. AJ Styles shows up, screw Roman Reigns, dude. Styles is the man.
But Joe wants the booze.
Oh yeah,
he
works better as a heel
because he doesn't give a shit about the fans. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, okay,
heel.
It works.
Heel. Yeah,
it works.
You work.
Oh, I love seeing Samoa Joe with the title now. I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm like, that title is perfect on you, sir. I'm glad he finally got the belt. I'm glad, like, if you're a big name, I'm glad you get the belt in NXT before you move on, because
you need
obviously he's gonna be moving up. Not soon. I'm guessing after SummerSlam, because I'm guessing he's gonna drop the belt to Nakamura.
I hope so.
It's either that or Austin Aries.
Please be Nakamura. Nakamura would be a fantastic
either one, like,
NXT.
But then who do you bring in, or who do you elevate to knock out Nakamura?
Send Zayn back down. Or should I say call him up?
I was about to say just sign Kenny Omega. Like, Omega, you're in.
Jay Lethal.
One of those two need to get signed soon.
Hopefully Kenny Omega. Because it's New Japan, dude.
But I like Jay Lethal. But if you sign Jay Lethal, he has to have the Black Machismo gimmick.
Yeah.
I need that gimmick back.
We reiterate that every week.
We do. It's something we just always bring up. So, Ryback. Let's just talk about Ryback. I don't think we're going to delve that much because I think we're in perfect agreement what we think about his...
Yeah, well, first of all, he put it on his Tumblr.
I can't believe he has a Tumblr.
Yeah, apparently Ryback tumbles. I don't. I mean, I tumble too when I go down hills, but I don't tumble. I'm not on Tumbler. Ryback does not strike me as someone who uses Tumbler.
Okay, so the whole point of Ryback, if you want to read it, go ahead. I might put it on the description in case. But like the whole point of him is he doesn't understand why people, like why wrestlers don't get equal pay if they're like underneath like the mid card and all that.
Well, the big thing is did he get sent home or he just went home?
He wanted to go.
He wanted to go
requested
home.
to go home.
Yeah, him and WWE are in a contract dispute right now, and his reasoning is
he wants equal pay, but there's also more besides that. People just see that, but he doesn't feel like he's being treated the right way. He sees himself as a main eventer. And I'm like, that's you, bro. No offense. That's you. And also the equal pay thing, that kind of works when you're jobbers. Mm-hmm. But when you're above jobber level, you gotta like measure up which one's actually doing well. It doesn't even matter if like, because he's going on like they decide who wins, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he dove into the art of wrestling and how, it's predetermined who's going to win. But that to also get paid, the losers have to agree to lose, but yet they end up getting paid less.
But still, that doesn't matter because like it's also saying we want to keep the ones that not just win, because if that's true, then
yeah, exactly. But you also want the ones who sell merch.
Because like if that's true, that means like again, me and Jeff talked about the merch thing last week, and now it's BS.
Yeah.
But like, you can't just have equal pay on everyone. It would be a great idea.
Yeah.
But again, that doesn't even happen in indie shows either.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the top guy gets the most. I mean, God, Cena makes millions.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus.
And the reason why they want to keep paying him more is because they don't want him to leave.
Yeah. If they feel like it really depends on who they think reels in money, who makes people tune in.
Now I remember who's my example. Ziggler, because he has the shittiest record right now. Mm-hmm. He constantly loses on Raw.
And now people are starting to lose interest in him.
Yeah, but he's still probably getting paid more than Ryback.
Yeah, probably. Because he still sells.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, so explain that to me. He's losing, but he's getting paid more than you. So can you please explain to me how that works for his thought process, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Ziggler loses more than you do.
Ziggler's been there longer.
Yeah.
So take that into consideration.
And like also him wanting to be a main eventer. I'm sorry, bro, man. You're not a main eventer.
Yeah, what did he say his pay-per-view record was? Like 12-25 or something? Like,
but I'm just like, I agree with the win-loss ratio doesn't really matter that much. Mm-hmm. Just depends on who. Like, Sami Zayn just lost.
Yeah.
But we still love him more.
Yeah, I mean, you got to lose every now and then. I think
it's called jobbing.
I'm surprised Tyler Breeze hasn't gone off the rails yet.
He doesn't give a shit, though. Have you seen his Twitter? People like keep asking, like, don't you want to go back to NXT? But you get paid less than NXT.
Yeah.
And he's like, I looked in my bank account. I think I'm fine. I'm like, he knows he's losing, but he's getting paid. He's getting paid, so he's not complaining.
Yeah.
So again, like, for right now, it kind of looks like Ryback's the only one who's really bitching about pay. Truly bitching about pay. Not like semi-complained, but like he's the only one who's really complaining. I like how his thing starts with like, this isn't about money, and he just delves on it.
And then he dives in about how it's about money.
So I'm just like, you kind of lost credibility right there.
Yeah. Well, that kind of hurts his image too. So, I don't know.
Like, he wasn't even going to be that high up in the card anyway. Like, the minute you couldn't put on a great match with Cena, and you also injured Punk and Cena...
Yeah, he's just kind of... I mean, he got, thrown into the Ryback thing as punishment for being too sloppy of a wrestler.
I know. Like, so, like, hey, you're a sloppy wrestler. If you don't sign back, it's not like people are going to be like, oh... Ryback.
Except little kids who have to feed me more shirts.
But. Doesn't matter, man. You got Sami Zayn. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have like a bunch of Sami Zayn shirts now.
Yeah.
And if Balor does come up and he's face for a while,
that's it.
He's probably gonna be selling more merch anyway. Because of the whole demon gimmick.
Money, man. It's all about the money. Preview Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules. It's gonna be the same card.
Same card.
Just adding more gimmick. There was no gimmicks in Payback. Where is there? So just every match is going to have a gimmick?
I would say every match, but the
world
title match...
It's Extreme Rules.
Which they need to implement Extreme Rules, please.
And the women's title is submission match.
That's fantastic.
And no Ric Flair there.
No Ric Flair.
They banned him from... So,
that is a fantastic...
So at least we're going to get a clean finish.
You're going to get the figure eight against the sharpshooter.
So at least we're getting a clean finish also.
Against two multiple generation superstars.
And we're gonna get Fatal 4-Way for the IC belt. I count that as a gimmick because it's
not a one-on-one singles.
Yeah. Then we're gonna get, I'm guessing Ambrose and Jericho's gonna be street fight.
I hope so. You need more than one Extreme Rules match.
And I wish Enzo wasn't injured because I bet you would have been Enzo and Cass versus the Dudley Boys in the tables match.
Was it going to be Vaudevillains and New Day?
Yeah, but that's just going to be a straight match because you can't have a gimmick match for your first match also.
Yeah, that's true.
But I bet you for Enzo and Cass, and if they were still around, because I bet you Dudley Boys were going to interfere in that match anyway.
Yeah, because they were building up with them.
Yeah, and then like you would have had Enzo and Cass Dudley Boys tables match in Extreme Rules.
And that would have been awesome.
That would have been great because you probably would have put either Bubba or Devon on the table and just rocket launch Enzo onto them. That would have been great. But
my God,
I'm glad they're keeping Enzo safe.
Yeah,
like let him
heal. It's just you got to watch because concussions nowadays they don't take chances with that.
Yeah.
So it led to the Daniel Bryan retiring.
And Rusev and Kalisto. That's also probably going to be just.
I think it's going to be a good match.
I'm just saying it's just going to be a regular match. It's not going to be a gimmick match because again, first time they're wrestling.
Yeah, but it's going to be a regular match for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like that'll be a good, like Rusev's a powerhouse technical wrestler and Kalisto's got the lucha background.
No, we're also going to get Corbin and Ziggler.
So,
that's the other one.
The card's going to be stacked. I think it's going to be a good.
It's good.
It's got a chance to be a 4-star pay-per-view.
Just don't screw up the finishes.
Again.
Well, they didn't screw up the finishes the last time. Not all of them.
Yeah.
Just the last two.
Yeah.
But just keep the booking right. And we'll discuss it more when we get closer and closer.
When we get closer.
Want to touch on Camp WWE?
Yeah, I just came up with this idea. I got back into watching the network again. Just a couple things. Camp WWE, which, first of all, it's like the wrestling's for kids and the cartoons for the adults. Like
makes sense.
But that show's funny. No, I'm not going to lie. I went to the making of it. I didn't realize that Seth Green made it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's how you know it's funny. If you haven't watched it, it's they come up with a new episode after every Monday night after Raw.
So that's what's going to take over after Edge and Christian.
Yeah. I have to watch Edge and Christian. I only watched the first episode.
I only saw the episode with Bailey kendoing sticking, what's it called?
Tommy Dreamer. Yeah. I've heard the show's fantastic.
Good.
I just have to sit down and watch it. But like I said, I got back into watching the network again. They're doing a great job with...
new programming?
Yeah, with the new programming. Because I think at this time a year ago, they started getting the revenue a little bit more. And they were like, well, what can they do?
Start putting those shows
better
like
to start, because it just won a bunch of awards. But they were asking like, oh, well, what can they do to kind of enhance the prestige and get more people to subscribe on it? Because like I said, I've been a subscriber since day one.
I started it's before I subscribed when Kenta debuted. But not like actually like Russell debuted, just like debuted and made his way to NXT. Yeah, that's special. That's when I got it because I heard Kenta, Owens, and Prince Devitt were getting signed. I was like, okay, you got these three, I'm in. Yeah. And thank God, man, because NXT is like the best thing.
Yeah, when my dad and I heard about it, we subscribed. I think the first pay-per-view was WrestleMania 30.
Yes, because
it debuted.
Because they used the first NXT TakeOver as a testing ground.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
They wanted to test it out to see, okay, let's see how the network can handle live streaming of a pay-per-view. I heard like the TakeOver was pretty screwed, but that's the whole point.
Here's the thing, though. The streaming is pretty good depending on what device you're using. If I watch it on like my Xbox One, it's fantastic. But when my dad, every time he tries to watch a pay-per-view with the Apple TV, it takes a crap on him. So.
I think it also depends on the internet connection too. Because like
we have a hardwire connection in my house. So
but my friend has hers is straight up wireless. And it's not. But we also, when we watch her at her place, we're on delay. So like everything's already like in the past, so we're not like trying to catch up.
Yeah, I noticed that streaming it off of, because like my dad has my 360 now, and I have the network on there. So he was watching I think he was watching Payback on 360, no problems. I watch pay-per-views live on my Xbox One, no problem. But when you try to watch it on the Apple TV, it has a lot of issues.
That's weird.
So I think if you watch it on, do you have problems? Well, yeah, sometimes you run some problems.
But like that's like.
But I think game consoles are probably the best choice.
I think the other pay-per-views that didn't have any problems. I think it's the big four that have problems because it's the most time people are watching. Because
are they still doing the free month?
They do it okay.
But
like I watch NXT in my room. I have a TV there and I just connect my laptop to it.
Mm-hmm.
and I just like fling
Yeah,
it
I
up
do that
there.
every once in a while. I get home from work and I flip on NXT and watch it. It's a quick couple minutes, watching some good wrestling. But yeah, I mean, the network has been adding a lot of really good originals and specials, and sometimes it's good to just go back and watch old pay-per-views or old matches.
Yeah.
The collections that they have now.
I wish they can continue some of the other old things they had. Like, I want more rivalries.
Yeah,
because I enjoyed that a lot.
Are cool. Sometimes I go back and watch the old school stuff, like Spectrum Wrestling from like the 70s was pretty cool, the 80s and stuff.
I wish they continue rivalries. I wish they continue WrestleMania Rewind, because I remember the first time I saw that was the Mega Powers explosion. I was like, this is cool as hell.
Yeah,
like,
the triangle ladder match at 17 was good too.
Yeah, because like they go through the entire booking for like 40 minutes,
40 minutes, and then they show you the whole match.
Yeah, and I was like, and then they show you what happened after the match with their booking after it, and what impact it did to wrestling history. I'm like, I wish.
They're doing a good job with rolling out the originals. I think there's so much to dive into with the network and much stuff to watch.
I want more table for threes also, because that's my favorite thing. When they're just chilling and talking about like their time in indie promotions.
Yeah,
I was like, that's cool.
It's cool because it kind of gives them a chance to get together, and like with the Owens, Ambrose, and Cesaro.
That's still my favorite one out of all of them.
Yeah, it is. Like I watched it and I liked it because it was just like they can't go out there and talk about their time in the indies on live TV, so I think it gives them a good forum to go out and talk about.
Theirs the most, I think, even though like Samoa Joe, Neville, who was the other one with them? Samoa Joe, Neville.
No, I haven't watched it in a while, so
it's like another one. They were talking about their time in the indies, but I think I liked Owens, Cesaro, and Ambrose more because they were talking about like, remember Ambrose's story saying like the Shield guys would always share their hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere, he's like, we make a lot of money. We can each get our own room
now.
now.
Own room now, yeah. Well, too, Ambrose's stories from like when he was in CZW are pretty cool. It's like, we're trekking cross country in a minivan, and the show's in 3 hours, and our van broke down. We're in the middle of like Amish, Pennsylvania. And I'm like, it sounds about right.
Like it's also sad too because like he starts saying like I realized I can use my body as a bargaining chip, so I can go through a table for X amount, I can go through glass for an X amount, but if you pay me X amount, I can do table, glass, and fire. I'm just like, damn, that's kind of it's.
He should just hand out a business card with like rates. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you want me to do this? Well, this is how much I'll do it for.
This is my rates. It's non-negotiable.
Yeah, but
if you throw in a pizza, I can also do this.
I gotta. What was it on there that I gotta start watching more? They have all the war games now in a collection, so that's pretty good. But I just want to say that the programming on the network's actually starting to get really good. I enjoy the network. I've been a subscriber on the network for over 2 years now, and it's worth the $9.99 a month.
Oh yeah, man, it's worth that.
I think it's worth it every week just for the NXT.
For NXT and also the pay-per-views.
Yeah, I mean, my dad bought it because he's like that's $10 a month for a pay-per-view. But I'm like, that's just the pay-per-view. Like, you got all this other stuff that you can watch that I watch on a daily basis.
Like the pay-per-views, whether it's bad or good, it's $10. But NXT just pays for that subscription.
Pays for
itself.
itself.
Like every week, I'm like, there's something great on
a month worth of NXT. You're paying $250 for an episode of NXT. It's so worth it.
I'm just like, it's so good, man.
But just with the amount of content on there outweighs the $9.99. Like, it's amazing.
I can't complain about it.
It's awesome.
So
we gotta start doing this. This is gonna be our off season.
Yeah, or it's gonna be going on and off. Can't say weekly podcast anymore because we don't know when we're recording next time. Especially next week, we're not recording because it's finals, and I don't.
Finals week, you're gonna be transferring to different schools or graduating. So
we'll try to figure it out. I know. I think we are gonna do something for Extreme Rules. I think we'll.
I mean, you got with the summer. I think June is Battleground. No, June's Money in the Bank. We definitely gotta get together for that. Man. July's Battleground, and then you got SummerSlam.
Who was I talking to? I was talking to Carlos. Who do you think wins Money in the Bank briefcase? Who do you think that they should plan to win that briefcase?
You just convinced me on Balor. So
you know what? That wasn't even my first choice because I was going like either give it to Ambrose or give it to Owens.
Owens, give it to Owens, please.
It's like one of those two
because he's got such an awesome gimmick and just the charisma and whatnot. Him walking around with the briefcase. I can see it now. Him like shoving at Michael Cole's face, like, yeah, that's right, Cole, screw you, and that's it. Like,
oh god,
like damn. I just love how in the middle of a match on Raw,
think about that.
In the middle of a match on Raw, he goes over to the side of the ring where the announce table is, and he just looks at, shut the hell up, Cole. And Cole's like, I didn't say anything.
I loved him on commentary. It was like so Owens, who would you like to wrestle, Cesaro or Miz? Because each one would be giants. Well, I also want to dream you not talking about. Hey, we can't have what we want. I'm like, oh shit.
I was just in the middle of the match. He does it all the time. Cole literally doesn't say anything a whole match. He's just, shut the hell up, Cole. He's like, I didn't say anything. God, he's like the bully little kid. It's funny as hell.
I fucking love
God,
Kevin Owens.
Over.
Like everything he's doing, like he hasn't done, and there hasn't been a misstep with his character or booking. Like sure, he could have won some certain matches, but other than that, like there hasn't been
his character
one.
The way it is
Has been like one misstep
because
at
that's
all.
Him. That's him.
It's Kevin Steen's.
Yeah,
like,
it's still Kevin Steen.
It's like there's no change there. Like I kind of wish, because the reason why more wrestlers are keeping their name when they're getting signed now, like AJ, Samoa Joe, it's because of Samoa Joe.
Well, they're more well known.
Well, like that's what Samoa Joe. Like, there's an article on Bleacher Report. Samoa Joe, like, asking, "How did you convince him to keep your name?" He's like, "Well, I told him A, it's name recognition. B, do you really want me to sell shirts 6 months from now, or do you want me to sell shirts right now?" And like, they were like, "We kind of want you to sell shirts right now. Well, just keep my name, and it'll sell in an instant." And
because TNA didn't own the name.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
actually. I didn't like.
He's always been Samoa Joe.
Yeah, but like the thing that I always thought TNA owned the Phenomenal One thing, but I didn't know AJ also owned that. So like when he came with that,
same thing with CM Punk. He's always been CM Punk. Like it's
always.
just a lot of these guys. It's just these are their names that they came up with. And I mean, Kevin Owens is just his son's name is Owen. So
well, like I kind of wish he did keep Kevin Steen, but like
it works. Owens works.
KO. Yeah, KO. It works on many levels. If they kept their name,
Apollo Crews was still
Uha Nation.
I still call him Uha. I can't call him Apollo Crews.
But what's good? Do you think if they kept their names, do you think Sami Zayn would have been Sami Zayn, or would he stayed as El Generico? You think he would have went to Sami Zayn? Because like I'm glad like Eric Young's keeping his name. Bobby Roode's definitely keeping his name.
I'm still waiting for him.
The only one that actually didn't keep their name is Kana, because even they introduced her as Kana, but then they named her Asuka. Which I'm okay. I like both names.
Asuka.
The one I wish they did keep their name, I wish Finn Balor was still Prince Devitt.
Still Prince Devitt. I mean, Finn Balor's cool too.
But I like Prince Devitt. Prince Devitt just sounds awesome.
It does.
Like I was saying, like if they ever brought King of the Ring back and made it legit, like not just like a stupid gimmick, King Devitt. He's finally ascended Prince status to King. I'm like, yes, that's it.
Too huge fan.
Because that's why, if no one knows the story, the reason why he was called Prince Devitt is because he was originally called King Devitt, but then they realized you're too young to be a king, so we're calling you Prince Devitt. It's like, okay, whatever.
Baby prob.
Because they couldn't pronounce Fergal Devitt.
Fergal.
So they're like, King Devitt, and they're like, oh, you're too young. Prince Devitt. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. So, okay, what do you think we should do with this song? It's probably playing right now. Yeah, let's go Bullet Club. Because last week I did Rick Rude, because I'm just in love with that theme right now. I don't know why. That theme just sounds awesome.
I just love now that with the Becky Lynch theme song on my phone, it's like, it scares the crap out of me, and then I don't answer the phone for a good 20 seconds because I'm singing.
Was it last week when my phone went off on our meeting? And you just
it was just and I'm like, you walked out, and I'm just like. It was funny because I went back and I watched the video of Com Awards, and when I came out and the Becky Lynch theme song hit, all I hear is like Mike start laughing because he was recording it, and so the screen's coming up and the Becky Lynch theme song is playing, and like my dad's in the front row doing this, and wait, I told you my idea, my dad's idea.
The Gangrel thing?
No, no. Oh my God, I didn't tell you.
What's the idea?
Oh my God, he goes. I had the greatest idea ever. And I didn't notice until the screen came up and you came out, blah, blah, blah. You should have done Jericho. You should have had a light-up jacket and Jericho and the screen come up with you. Oh, I wish I could go back to Com Awards and do that.
Oh, you could have also done, what's it called? You could have done old school Prince Devitt too, with a light-up jacket. Maybe next year.
I just visualized it. I mean... I guess. I don't know. But I didn't
know
I was coming out from behind the screen.
We'll just find a way to finagle it in there.
Finagle.
Okay, so Bullet Club's definitely playing over right now. I can't say next week. We'll figure it out. Probably before Extreme
Stay
Rules.
tuned. Like up the Facebook page and you'll know.
And my name's John Sanchez.
I'm Chris Devine.
And let us book. Jeff actually said that last week too.
Good job, Jeff.